Fox News has had to retract multiple stories over the past 24 hours, just little stories that they focused almost all of their coverage on yesterday. The first here, you're gonna have them retracting their big story about Biden apparently having a plan to restrict you to one hamburger a month.
On Friday, we told you about a study from the University of Michigan to give some perspective on President Biden's ambitious climate change goals. That research from 2020 found that cutting back how much red meat people eat would have a drastic impact on harmful greenhouse gas emissions. The data was accurate, but a graphic and a script incorrectly implied that it was part of Biden's plan for dealing with climate change. That is not the case.
Yes, so the graphic and the script, which is on these scripted shows, what I would call the show, implied that it was Biden's plan. Yes, it implied it. All of their chyrons implied it. Bye-bye burgers, they would say. The later shows, after that's their straight news show that got it straight wrong. Their later shows cut out all of that stuff about the study and the greenhouse gas emissions and just talked about Biden's plan to restrict your burgers. So that was, Adrienne, that was a retraction to some extent. I don't know, what did you think about it?
I just find it extremely comical. It's like it's Fox News. They have a wealth of resources and they can't even get it right. They're so busy trying to condemn the Biden administration that they're essentially serving up less than good meat. Lots of bull, that's for sure. And so the entire thing, which we talked about in the pre-show yesterday, began as a result of a Daily Mail article. The Daily Mail article made stuff up. It just straight made stuff up. There's nothing in Biden's plans about restricting your meat consumption or 4 pounds a year or one burger, nothing. It just doesn't exist. And so the right-wing media thought, oh, that's great. Our viewers love feeling like victims and they love stuffing themselves full of beef. So let's combine those two interests. And they then started talking about the Daily Mail article, except even Fox seemed to understand that having a bunch of graphics that attribute this information to the Daily Mail probably isn't gonna pass the smell test. So they started attributing it to the Department of Agriculture. That's not even where it was attributed to in the Daily Mail article. They just lied about the source because the source is obviously not at all reputable. But the issue is that while I guess they deserve a minimal amount of credit for retracting it. Yesterday, I predicted that they would never actually admit that they were wrong when it turned out that they were. What do we think in terms of all the people that saw it, Adrienne, all the people that saw their coverage on that show, on The Five, on Jeanine Pirro, on Sean Hannity, all of those, all of the people who tweeted about it, politicians and pundits and all of that. So now you have the retraction. What percentage of people are gonna be reached that were reached with all the coverage? Oh, it'll be nil. It'll be so minuscule. And people, it's like those people who read things on Facebook and they hold on to it, latch onto it. So then they look for confirmation bias when they're doing their daily life and say, oh, that is true, that is true. And it takes the will of God to disabuse them of their ignorance. I think that that's exactly what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if meat and shares of beef and companies end up spiking because people are trying to seize them, just like it happened when there's this rumor that Obama was going to take away your guns. Same kind of thing. The ignorance sells, and who knows? Maybe somebody's getting a kickback along the lines.
Yeah, and there's never any learning. So Biden's going to steal your burgers, which I guess is not as bad as a couple of years ago. AOC was just going to ban all cows. Remember that? The Green New Deal was going to ban your cows. I mean, it wasn't. It didn't say that, but that didn't stop them from believing it from that point until now. They still believe it. And so this stuff about the burgers, like you didn't, initially they had to cite the Daily Mail thing. But a few hours later on Fox, it was just a known quantity. Every conservative knew about this. You could tweet about plant-based beer and everyone knew what it was because it filters out through their media ecosystem almost instantaneously. So it's good that they retracted, but yeah, as you alluded to, I don't think any conservative is gonna feel like that was wrong. And I should learn something as a result of this, that when a piece of news comes that is just so delectable, like a nice burger, and really convenient, and it makes everything that I feel right, it just agrees with everything that I believe, maybe I should be a little bit more cautious about that stuff. I don't think that that's gonna be the product of this retraction.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.